there, fellow settlers, and welcome back to the Cricket YouTube channel. This is the go-to place for all things Medieval Dynasty. This is the first YouTube video that I've made in a while, so I do appreciate you all hanging in there with me with any kind of issues or anything along those lines. Hopefully we'll be able to figure all those out and maybe not even have too many of them today. Today we will be creating a exciting tutorial for you here. We are building our first house. Now, this is one of the first things that you will be doing in the game. However, there are some things that I want to go over with you first, hopefully to help you better decide which house is best for you, as well as for the longevity of your playthrough, dynasty, and the overall happiness of your villagers as well. Now, this is definitely something that I wish I had known when I had first started playing the game. It surely would have saved me quite a bit of time rebuilding and restarting, so hopefully this helps you out. So let's take a look. We'll dive in and see what we can do here. All right, so we survived the first night with nothing more than a torch, a spear, and some meat. And now it's time to establish our village. So first thing we should do is go ahead and try to find a spot nearby where you started from. This is the main town of Pistovia. And so you try to find a good flat area to build in. And so we're going to select the spot here to go ahead and build our little village. And so there are 3 different houses that you can choose from when you originally start to build. So if you go into your build menu, which you get into by pressing Q, you'll go to your buildings and then houses. And so you'll see that there are 3 different types of houses. This isn't exactly what I mean. These type of houses are different size houses, and they will unlock later as you unlock more technology. Today, we're going to build this one, the simple small house. Now, if we build this and throw down the foundation, this is what it'll look like. We have our foundation here, and as you can see, it requires 10 stone. Looks like we have plenty of those, so we'll go ahead and slap that down. Now, keep in mind that there is a setting in the game that if you go to Customize Game, it'll allow you to change over to fast building or slow building. So if you do the if you don't have that marked immediately, which is how the game starts, your building goes like this. So you have to click every time. So in the since we're making this video here, we're gonna go ahead and actually just turn that off. I just wanted to show real quick what that looked like. So we turn that off, and so now we have our foundation built. As you can see here, it looks like we can build our wattle wall with a door. Now, the purpose of this video is to show you the different types of houses that you can actually build. And the reason why I want to show you this is that later on, as you build and you progress, you'll be able to have different types of villagers, and they all will have different types of happiness as well. With an established village like the one that we're playing on now, if you look, obviously we have some people here that are fairly happy. They've got all of their metrics met of what they need. Their houses are fully insulated. Most of the houses are fully insulated. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. With this house, if you build the wattle, which is what we'll do now, this is the first house you can build. You'll have it here. Now, this, of course, is an easy way to throw up a house real quick. So you'll have something. You'll have a place to respawn yourself if you do happen to die. And, of course, you'll have a place to sleep at night and then raise your family, too. Now, so we've built the house here. This is what it looks like. This is a wattle house. Now, later on, as you progress and you get more houses, you'll want to improve the houses. And to do that, you can add shutters to them if you want. You can also decorate the outside of the house and change the door type as well. And if you unlock a special trait called Handyman, what that'll do is insulate your walls for lower firewood consumption. And this is a very good thing, especially in the wintertime, because you're going to run out of resources. And they're going to want to, they're going to need more wood to be able to stay warm and happy. Now, you can upgrade the house, and by doing so, you press while having the hammer out, you right-click the right mouse key, and this will bring up another build wheel with your hammer. And as you can see, you have some options here. You'll be able to repair the house. You'll be able to add your insulation, you build, and then destroy. Now, to add the insulation to this house, there are a couple of steps that you need. As you can see here, there's a requirement that is called daub, and you need 8 of them. Now, the reason why I'm really making this video is because to upgrade this house requires you to unlock a barn, which is a farming building, and to do so, you have to get farming quite up a bit up. That allows you to create this daub, and the resources required is clay and straw, which we do have a lot of straw here. You can do this to pick up any kind of straw that you might need. And we actually do have some clay pits back here, right around here, actually. However, in order to upgrade this house, you do need to get all of that, and then you need that barn in order to even make it. So what I would suggest doing, instead of building that house here, you start off building what I think is kind of a little bit of a hack, if you will. So we'll build another house right beside it. We'll sling that down right here. It doesn't really matter where it is. It's just kind of an example. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to build the house up. And as you can see, we're kind of in the same place we were before. Now, if you click E on your keyboard to edit the house, it'll give you an option to change the wall types. In doing that, so you'll see that you have wooden wall and stone wall. So wooden wall requires the same amount of resources that this does. So there really isn't any point in upgrading, in my opinion, other than aesthetics to the wood. But if we click that right click again and then go to E, it'll give us the option to change the walls over to stone wall. And there you go. We'll go ahead and click that wall up to stone. Now, the only downside to this is that you got to do it every time in order to get the stone wall available. And of course, you can see here through this window, I forgot to put a front door. So we're going to change this over to a front door. We'll have the house facing this way. And then we'll go ahead and put a window here. So you go up to the top there and make the window. And then we'll make these right here. We'll just do this window here. There we go. It's kind of weird, but we got what we need. And then don't forget to go in here. Oh, see, and look what I did. I went ahead and I clicked too early and made that water wall. So in order to change that, you just right click the mouse and that'll bring you to the secondary building wheel and you'll go to destroy. So you destroy that and then we'll go back to build, press E, go to stone wall, excuse me, and then there you go. And so we'll do this real quick. Now, there are also some options to change the roof types as well. So right now, it gives us the option to make the thatch roof, which is, of course, the easiest and quickest way to get your house up and ready to go. Later on, if we press E again, it'll give us the option to be able to have 2 different types of wooden roofs as well. One of them provides a medium durability and heat retention, and the other one, which is the best, has the highest durability and heat retention. So if you build a stone wall fully insulated with wooden tile, you'll have 100% insulation, no problem. So today, we're not going to actually be doing any of the planks because in this case, we are still starting off right away. So we don't quite have the lumber mill to be able to make the planks just yet in this scenario. So we'll go ahead and do that. Regardless of what type of roof we have at this point, if you were to insulate this, you really wouldn't have to do too much more to this house other than just either building more or tearing it down and building bigger ones, which, you'll get unlocked later on. Now, another really easy thing to do, another really good tip, I should say, is that when you actually do go to insulate this house, you'll have to hit that secondary build window again, and that'll bring up your insulation. So as you can see here, now it's only telling me that I have to get limestone. Now, limestone is a very easy resource to get. All you have to do is do some mining, either find a mine, and in the Oxbow, they are very, very easy. You can always go on the Discord to find maps of where those mines might be. And I might even make some videos later on how to find those and where the best places to build are too. So if you look at that here, we have a fully insulated house, so we're good to go there. Now, The other thing is that if we had a stone house originally and we were going to just insulate it, that would be all we'd have to do, right? Is just right click that and then change it over. But if we had this house here and we wanted to change it over to stone, we have to destroy the whole house. So we'll destroy it, and then we have to rebuild it and then re-insulate it. Now, when you rebuild these houses, you actually incidentally kick out the people of the house. So if you're not paying attention and you forget to bring them back, then they could potentially leave your village, and you might lose some dynasty that way as well. So we destroy that all down, and then we change it again to pressing that E, and then going to wall, and then there you go, like that, like this, and like that. And yeah, and again, this is really kind of just my opinion of how I think the game. This might be a step that you could use to make your gameplay a little bit easier on you, as well as a little bit less backtracking later on once you do get to the point where you can upgrade your houses. Again, it is just that trait under skills and in production and handyman. And it's one of the few that you'll get right away. Typically, when I level up, I always go for crafting knowledge right away, and then this is either the second or third or fourth one that I click on. I maybe put one or two in one of these, and then handyman. And then, yeah, you can insulate your houses right away. Keep up, a good level of happiness throughout your villagers as well, and ensuring that they're going to stick around and be happy and be productive as well. And then, of course, as we have this house here, we can go ahead and upgrade it, insulate it. So we'll go ahead and insulate that right here like this. And later on, once you get miners and you get excavation sheds and things like that, you'll be able to get this limestone really easily. And that's kind of the reason why I have 500 of it now. Is I don't really need it anymore, and my people are still getting it. I just haven't changed it yet. And so there you go. This really is basically what you would want to know, or at least what I would want to know if I was starting out the game and wanting to know what type of houses to build. Again, I would highly recommend building a stone house and upgrading it from there. It's less materials that you'll need to insulate the house, as well as less steps you'll have to take later on once you've progressed your village and everybody's wanting upgrades. And there you have it, settlers. Building a stone house in Medieval Dynasty is a rewarding process that not only provides better protection, better insulation, and more efficient firewood consumption. It's a house that's built with less steps, it's easily upgradable, and it's going to give your dynasty a great head start. So if you did find this guide useful, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to us for more Medieval Dynasty tips, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And if you do happen to have any more questions, please drop them down in the comments below, or maybe even join our Discord. There's plenty of people there that'll answer any questions you might have about this one.